Rock 102, live from the punk show with no name. I'm going to call it the Offspring in Tempe because it is what it is. Hanging backstage with Dexter and Noodles. Gentlemen, first of all, thank you for taking the time before the show to do the interview.
Thank you. Yeah, it's great to be here, man.
This is awesome.
So, Dexter, on March 10th, you did a radio interview, and the date October 15th, I was listening online, was thrown out as the release date. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Did we say that?
True or false?
It's false-ish.
Which also means it's true-ish. There's a wikiality to it, for sure.
The wikiality.
Yeah. But at this point, it's speculation.
Because in the interview, that radio DJ, the guy was kind of a dick, and he wouldn't let up on you. He just kept going back to it and back to it and back to the point.
That's what it was.
And finally at the end, you just gave the date. So was it just like...
I just had to get him off my back, man.
Yeah. That guy was me. So let's put the uncomfortable gorilla in the room. Thank you for humoring me, because it made everybody at the station think that I got this amazing scoop. And I was like, guys, it's probably not the real date. They'll announce it when they're ready.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
But going back to me being a pest, what's the song count up to now? Because I think you said you had like 3 or 4 locked and loaded when we were chatting.
Something like that, 3 or 4.
Okay.
I guess, yeah. We I don't know. We kind of go in spurts. We haven't really been working in the studio so much. We've done a couple shows and all that, and
we really rebuilt the studio, so we haven't really had a chance to do any recording in there. But we changed the board out and just kind of upgraded everything. So when we go and made a little bit more room actually in the control room, it's a little bit more comfortable.
And like when we have a single out, of course, coming for you, and when you're doing that, you're kind of out running around playing shows and talking about the new song. So hasn't been as much, but we got to get back in, Noodles.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I mean, you finish. You did the painting of the walls in the studio, and I was doing the floors, and
right. The hardwood floors he put in look spectacular. They really do.
Nice, yeah. Well, I was on my knees all day, boy.
So the video coming for you, it's like the Warriors meets Fight Club, but with clowns. Whose brainchild was this? Where did that come out of?
Well, we have to give credit. It was the director who shot the video. We will sometimes ask for ideas, and different people write in. And this one guy just had this outrageous idea of clowns fighting. I think that's where it kind of started, clowns fighting, something like that. So we contributed to it, but it was definitely the director's inspiration. And
to you guys, what is the scariest clown? Because there's a good variety in the video for people who haven't seen it. I mean, it ranges from your common garden variety circus clowns to juggalos to mimes.
Right. Well, the juggalos are my favorite clowns for sure. You gotta love. gotta love the juggalos. Right. I think the circus clowns are the creepiest. Probably.
Sure. Yeah. Just the old school circus clown. Yeah.
We had there were some hobo clowns in there too. Those are really weird because they like to frown a lot, and that's always really uncomfortable.
Sad clown.
Sad, yeah.
Now, I read an article on April 1st, and I know you got to take everything you read on the internet with a grain of salt, but especially on April Fool's Day, big grain of salt, saying that Lionel Messi sat in on drums on Why Don't You Get a Job. Did that actually happen?
That may have. It may have happened.
It may.
Yeah.
It may have.
Whoever played on it was Messi for sure. Was it Lionel Messi? I can't remember.
Lionel.
Did you read it on our website?
I did not.
Okay.
So then that's where I learned it. All right, fair enough.
The Barcelona guy? The Madrid guy?
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, allegedly he came up and sat in on drums for a show.
I like that. I'm going with that. Absolutely true.
All right.
You know what? Well, maybe. You mean live? Yeah. Oh, maybe. We've had different. Chad Smith came in and played on something. I don't know if it was Get a Job.
He did once.
Chad Smith's been up. Javier Bardem was up. Did he play drums on anything? I don't think he played drums on anything. That was in Spain.
Ramon, of course.
Mikey Ramone, we played with him.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like it. Add him to the list.
Usually when I interview the younger bands and talk to a couple of them today,
Saying we're an older band? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, I don't want to say aging well. Is aging well okay? I don't want you to be offended.
Oh, hey, it's all good.
I always ask them who are bands that are on the shows that they're psyched to be playing with. You guys came up a lot today, as did Rancids or the Vandals or things like that. who are some younger bands that are out there that you got that are catching your ears? It doesn't necessarily have to be here today, but just out there that.
Right.
Oh gosh, we've been talking about a couple lately.
Yeah,
Noodles.
well, I love the. Personally, I love the Bronx. They're not really, they're a 10-year-old band at least, but they're a great band. I love what the Bronx is doing. Even their mariachi stuff, the side project. I don't know that we could ever play with the mariachi band, but I'd love to play with the Bronx. A band called the Dolly Rots is really good. They just did a cover of one of our songs. It was really funny. I heard it online. It's funny. And then Teenage Bottle Rocket, I like them a lot.
I like that new band, Linkin Park. They're good kids. I think they're gonna go places.
Kids.
And settle the Easter debate, because this was something that a lot of people have been talking about lately, and our station anyway. It's Big Doings in Tucson. Peeps. For some reason, this divides people, turns brother against brother. Hell no or hell yes?
I'm one of those kind of in the middle. I really don't care. I really don't care. My son has to have Peeps, but he likes to. There's some kind of Peep challenge online. I don't know if you've seen this, where you got to put all these Peeps in your mouth or eat them in a certain amount of time or something. It's impossible. And my kids tried to do that a couple of times. My son, he's a knucklehead, but I really don't care. I can take him or leave him.
You just said your son's a knucklehead? I don't get upset about Peeps, but I don't get them. I would say no. I'd go on the no side.
Asking the hard questions.
Yeah.
Really getting
it's
into the heart of the matter.
But I feel like when you sit down and do an interview with a band who's been asked everything, does a band like the Offspring? But you have
the Peep question because how'd you get the name Noodles? Come on, how'd you come up with the name Offspring?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Right.
been done. Wikipedia that. Shit. All
Well,
right.
what's something that you've never been asked that you've always wanted to say but just never could?
Noodles, do you know how to recite the alphabet in reverse? Why, yes, I do. Would you like to hear me do it?
I would.
ZYXWVUTSRQPONMLKJIHGFEDCBA.
All right.
See?
I have no idea if that was accurate or not.
Listen to it in reverse.
We practice that in case we get pulled over when we're drinking, and they ask us, and then you bust it out. It's great. I did the worst interview the other day. Can I talk about this without mentioning any names? We used to talk about, we'd compare notes on interviews. Noodles and I, we've done a lot of interviews, of course, and a lot of the weird ones were in Europe where they'd say, if you were an appliance, what sort of appliance would you be? And why? So, but I had one yesterday. The first question was like, okay, I thought we were going to talk about something that had to do with one of our songs, whatever. He goes, all right, if you could have any superhero power, what superhero power would it be? And it just went downhill from there, It went down. If you got a text from Obama wanting voice lessons, would you do it? If you got a message that Gene Simmons wanted you to fill in for him with Kiss in concert,
Come on, that'd be awesome.
but you had an Offspring show that night, would you cancel?
Probably wouldn't cancel for it. There's this one interviewer, a cute young interviewer, DJ, whatever, in the Bible Belt, and she goes, "Now we're not going to do a typical interview. I'm going to change it up." She goes, "I just want to know what's your favorite thing," and I said, "Oh, prostate massage." She just like, okay, we're not going there anymore. She stopped asking dumb questions. What's your favorite thing?
Wow. Well, that's entertaining, right?
Well, I tried to make it entertaining, and apparently that wasn't you. That was not where you were supposed to go. Yeah.
I'm intrigued. No, but it eventually got so far to where the guy said, "Are you pretty fly for a white guy?" And that was it. End of interview.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll quit while I'm ahead then. So we'll
you're
just
doing good,
we'll just put October 15th on the board as a maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there as a maybe.
Tentative.
Yeah, and Lionel Messi or Lionel Messi. Yeah, definitely a definite on that.
Okay. All right. So I'm getting all the hard-hitting scoops here. It's gotcha journalism at its
The
finest.
new album's being called Shmonty right now.
That's right.
Well, it's a working title.
All right. I'm all for it. I'll sign off on whatever. Bring up the documents. I'm good with it. Noodles and Dexter, Holland, guys. I'm gonna let you get back to it. I'm sweating you out here in the dressing room backstage at the concert with no name. So for all intents and purposes, the Offspring show in Tempe. Guys, thank you very much for the time.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.